Yo, what's up, guys? Dante here. I am back with another video. Today, as you can see on the screen, Pokemon Presents 227-26, 2026. It's going to be like an impromptu reaction review because I've already watched this through. I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of things I actually found myself somewhat intrigued by. And we're going to go through that today. I'm not going to show the whole thing because, like I said, I already watched it. I am going to skip around to certain things I thought were very interesting. Just talk about some things I liked, some things I didn't like, and then we'll go from there. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and full screen this baby. All right, here we go. Pokemon Presents. And then we got the OG opening. I do like this like little montage of all the games. Yep, that's nice. I like that. I like that. Wait, where I just noticed something. The games are in. Oh, they're in Oh, that's cool. They're all in different languages. Okay, I didn't notice it the first time. Like Sun, Luna. This is in Japanese, obviously. Leyendas. I want to assume that's French. Violeto. Escarlate. Escarlate? Is that how you say that? I think that might be Is that Italian? Noir, Bianca. I think that's just normal Spanish. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't notice that the first time. Hello.
Today, February 27th, is Pokemon.
That is today. 30 years.
The Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan,
Okay.
marking the beginning of the Pokemon series.
Yes.
In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance.
Of course.
Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered.
I can't get past that number. That's just
Part of the story
it's so much. That's so many. And then they're gonna add on what, another
this year marks the Pokemon series' 30th
60, 70
because of
new Pokemon probably.
Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
I did. I will enjoy it again. So what was this? This is the Okay, so this is actually really cool. So this right here is it's a stereo system. So basically you take the cartridge and you put it into the machine and it plays the old school music. Yeah, 45 songs, 45 cartridges. Wait, so there's a cartridge for each song? Oh, that's so silly. It's really cool, but that's that's so crazy. Okay, so it's out now, I guess. I like it, but I think it's a little too old school. Like it's a cartridge for each song. I feel like they could have condensed that. You know what I'm saying? Like put like you could have sold it in sets of 3, 15 songs a cartridge. They're 8-bit songs. It's not. I doubt they take up that much space. But that is a really cool thing that I would. That's a really cool like Christmas present or like even birthday gift or something. Chris Brown.
About the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new
So there's something he said at the end of this that kind of, if you're a competitive battler, I think you should be a little concerned. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a competitive guy in terms of the Pokemon games. So that right there doesn't make any sense. So Champions comes out in April. Worlds is the end of August. So the game comes out and you essentially have to master the game. You essentially got to master the game in less than 4 months to get ready for this competition. I don't know why they didn't just, at least for this year, why not just use the ZA format? It's no different than any of the other games, right? The online play, it's just not turn based anymore. It's live combat. I feel like they could have used that for the competition instead of a new game that everyone is not going to be able to master in 4 months. And then you have, because this is on the biggest stage, I feel like you should have something that's a little bit more seasoned as the main game. That's just my opinion. I'm surprised they were able to get the Chase Center. Chase Center that's a massive arena. If you don't know, the Chase Center is where the Golden State Warriors play. So that just lets you know how big of a arena that is. It's actually pretty crazy. I need to make it to one of these one day. What's this? This is just like, I guess it's a new set of, what? I didn't notice the names. What language is this? Glorok? I didn't notice this at first. This is, oh boy, is that German? It might be German. Japanese, obviously. I do like it when they got like the double Pokemon on the card. Why do they have a Pikachu Zekrom card? I don't get that. Why that a tag team? Oh, so these are packs for the card for the game, not the virtual game, right? This is for the actual physical cards. Those are pretty cool cards. I haven't touched Pokemon Go since the summer of 2016. That was the last time I played this. I literally played this the summer it came out, and then I never really touched it again. It's amazing though how far this game has come in 10 years. Oh, yeah, and you got Red and Masters EX. To this day, I still don't know what do you do in Masters. I can't play it because I don't have an iPhone. I will not get an iPhone for any reason. So I believe that was Monica Rial as the girl's voice. I'm actually I'm surprised that they got her in a Pokemon promo. If you don't know, Monica Rial is a very established voice actress. A lot of stuff with Funimation. I know she has some controversy behind her, but you know, you got to separate the the art from the artist. I think she does pretty good work. I've been listening to her for almost 20 years. Jeez, I think the first time I heard her voice was probably like Soul Eater, and then Ghost Stories, and then she's just been in a lot of stuff over the years. What's this? Pokemon Sleep. Again, what is this? Is this like a sleep tracker? I'm assuming that's what this mission. What? I guess. Pokemon Unite. Okay. I can't play games like this. That's why I can never get into like World of Warcraft and League of Legends. I just the way out in the mechanics, the way the game looks, the camera angles. I guess I don't know. I just could never get into it. I said I was gonna skip around. I'm sitting here watching this whole thing again. I don't care. So this is the virtual game. Okay. So if you like the virtual game, there's a lot of good stuff coming out, I would assume. This pisses me off, some of this stuff. This should be on both Switch 1 and Switch 2. It's a port. It's not an actual new game. You can put this on. This could have been put on the Nintendo Store online for the Switch 1 and Switch 2. This is only a Switch 2 exclusive. Man, I wish I could play this, man. I missed playing this when these games came out. Cause I had a GameCube. I just never bought the games for them because I was more for the handheld games. But like over the years, I've been watching like playthroughs of this game, Coliseum. You know what I'm saying? Switch 2, March. So a couple days, right?
I'm Timmy from the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version games coming to Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in
2004. Man, what was I like? Middle school when that came out? Wait, did he say Switch 1 and Switch 2? Alright, bet. I bet. The funny thing is that I have... Oh. I got a DS Lite. And the funny thing is, and I got this a while ago, I got an actual physical copy of Fire Red. I would still get this though. But yeah. This is a cool commercial for Champions. It really shows that Pokemon has gotten to the point where it's like like no matter what age, gender, nationality, whatever, like everyone plays Pokemon to some degree. The fact that it's also mobile, kind of increases my intrigue for the game. Cause I can play this like at any time, and I don't gotta carry my Switch everywhere I go. I can just play it on my phone. Oh man, that's like look at this. All these people, all these different types of people, but they all come together for one common thing. Oh, that's actually funny though. Cause I'm thinking about what if you're like on public transit and you pair up with somebody, but you don't know that you paired up with somebody that's on the same train or bus with you. That'd be some crazy stuff, man. Alright, so that comes out April, mobiles later. I ain't mad at it though. I ain't mad at it. What is this? What's the price point of this though? I gotta know that. What's the price point? Cause I might just get it on the Switch.
About the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this video.
I'm gonna have to pay attention to this because is it just like something you download, like the Diancie mission? 'Cause I know they're not gonna make you pay just for Mega Garchomp Z. That's crazy. Like, are they adding anything else besides that one thing, or is it just to get Mega Garchomp Z? Oh, excuse me. You know, it's sad. I have not completed this DLC yet. I'm stuck on the Rayquaza fight, man. Unpopular opinion. I actually like Mega Garchomp Z's design better than Mega Garchomp. He actually looks a lot cooler, a lot sleeker. There you go. Because the crazy thing, it's not a crazy change. I think that's why I like it. It's not super. It's not over the top like regular Mega Garchomp. I never liked that thing with the big old, like his chest pops open. He's doing too much. They gave that man a goatee and a beard. I'm like, it's too much, bro. Yeah, go back. Okay, so it's just something. Okay, so you just download. Okay, cool. I might do that today. Okay. Okay. All right, so it's just a one-off mission. That's cool. But that means they have to add more DLC. I don't think this can't be the last thing they add to the game, and then that's just it. I feel like it's kind of cheap. I feel like there's gonna be they're definitely gonna add more. I feel like there's gonna be more missions. Um, I can see another story they add on to it. Um, it'll be paid. Obviously, it'll be another paid DLC. But I feel like there's definitely going to be some more stuff they add other than just Mega Garchomp Z. I like this form of Rotom. It's a cool little gimmick. Cool little gimmick. This is also another Switch 2 game, which I will not be playing because I am not buying a Switch 2 anytime soon. So, Nintendo, you do a lot of good, man. This ain't necessarily one of them. And it's not like people are like, oh, it's you know, if you can't afford it, sucks for you. But okay, yeah, some people can't afford it. Some people don't want to spend the money for a new console. There's nothing wrong with the Switch 1, if we're being honest. Like it ain't like it's gonna be a huge. It's not like it's a huge graphical leap between 1 and 2. The newer games that are coming out, sure, but like that has made me laugh. Look, of course he's the chef. Of course his fat self is the chef. His chunky self. He whipping it up though. Oh, that's cool. He uses like the little things on his tail to like hold his utensils. That's I actually like that. That's pretty funny. Hey, whipping it up. Chef Dente. My only thing with games like this is they don't have. There's no real ending to them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I could only play like Animal Crossing for so long before it's like not much more is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it really just the game has no clear ending. This is the last. I'll just let it play. I guess I've already let most of it play anyway, so might as well let the video finish. This is cool. So the game is like a mix of what Minecraft, Roblox, is Animal Crossing. I mean, it seems like a fun, chill. Oh my god. Like I said, I would love to at least try these games, but they're Switch 2 exclusives. And I understand eventually I'll have to get one, but they're making you like the Gen 10 game. I get that being on Switch 2. This could have been a Switch 1. Excuse me. This could have been a dual release. Like all these games could be dual releases. So all the little Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch Online games that could have been dual releases. It didn't have to be just Gen 2. I mean Gen 2. Switch 2. It didn't have to be Switch 2. Alright, so let's see. We had the jukebox thing. I like that. It's pretty cool. The World Championships. Again, I'm a little concerned about that for people that play. Like y'all got like a really small window to like perfect that game. Because obviously, like the average person is not going to have the same amount of time as like a high end professional player. You know what I'm saying? The trading card releases. That's pretty cool. Bringing back Pokemon and Pokemon Go, Masters EX. They got Red from 96. Special outfits for Cafe. I don't really care too much about that. Sleep again. Unite. No. If you like the TCG Pocket game. You get yourself some missions and packs. I would love to play the Gale of Darkness, but it's not coming to Switch 1. The Fire Red, Leaf Green. I might get it just to have it on my Switch. I'll just get like the Leaf Green version. It's only, like I said, it's only $20 a piece. People were really upset about the fact that they had them for $20. Those games are 22 years old this year, right? The alternative is they bring these out physically, like physical Switch cartridges, but they wouldn't be $20 though. They'd be like 60, 70, and you would complain about that too, even though it would make sense. You have to manufacture and create the cartridges all over again, and then you basically would have to build the game to fit a Switch, to fit the Switch. I guess like the fit the Switch like mechanisms, I guess, so it plays and operates on a Switch and a Switch 2. The digital version, all you gotta do is port it over and just have the shit match up with the key functions, right? The button functions of a Switch and the Switch 2. I have no problem with that. And if you want to get both, it's $40. The games came out at $40 a piece. So you're getting 2 retro games at half off. That's usually not how that works. Usually retro games are usually bumped up. They could have easily priced this at like $40 still. So there was no pleasing. I mean, you can't please everybody, but like this is like the best case scenario. It's a digital game. It's a digital version of retro games from 22 years ago at half the price they were from release. I think that's a big win for us. Nintendo Switch version of Champions comes out in April, and then we don't know yet about the mobile version, which is really cool. I really am glad that's a mobile game as well. Then you got the Mega Garchomp Z news. I feel like there's gonna be more Mega Dimension stuff, or probably I wouldn't be surprised if they went away from that. Because at some point it's like how many more megas you gonna make? How much more story are you gonna do around the Mega Dimension? I feel like this can't be the last DLC. And you got the Pokopia. So it's a pretty packed day. At least for me, I thought it was a pretty hefty direct. We haven't had one of those in, I guess, since Scarlet and Violet. So I mean, for the most part, I'd grade it like a B minus, personally. I really did like that. I really did like how they ended the direct. Now, to be fair, I need to see what the game itself looks like. This is amazing, but it's a cinematic trailer. It's not there's no gameplay. Okay, so let me go back. Was I the only one that thought they were about to play Black Parade here? Is that just me? Is that just me being old? I almost thought that was Black Parade. And then they pulled a second song right there, the piano keys. I thought that was that Tokyo Ghoul opening. I don't know. That's more where mine went to. So we got. Wait, was this Kanto? I guess that's Viridian Forest. The Ecritique. This is. Oh, I know what that is. Is this after Fortree? I think so, because they got the Kecleon. and you got the patches of the puddles. I think this might be after Fortree, that route. Then we got. Oh, is that the house? Is that one house on that route to Snow Point? Oh, it might be. You got Mount Coronet in the back. You got the Snovers. And then you got the, what is that bridge called? You got Kalos. You got Alola. You got Galar. What is on that plate? Oh my god. Is that right? Is that curry and rice and apples? Y'all let me know if y'all eat curry. Do you eat fruit? Does fruit and curry go together? Y'all let me know. I don't think that's a reasonable combination. Then we got Gen 9 there. And then there we go. Gen 10. This is actually adorable right here. With the Pikachus. Look at that. Oh my god. That's just too cute. Are they supposed to be like the Pikachu version of the what's her name? Senna and that other dude from Gen 6, and they show up in Alola. This thing looks beautiful though. Again, it's a cinematic trailer, but it looks very, very beautiful, dude. Dang, that water look clean. Everything looks clean, dude. Catch the Pikachu. So there's a good mix of Pokemon in here. You got Gen 8, Gen 1, Gen 5, Gen 2, Gen 3. Damn, this looks crispy. This is my only issue. My only issue, because I got spoiled on the way home. I don't know, bro. They look like, I don't know. They don't give me Pokemon vibes. They give me like I guess almost like Fakemon, almost like Neopets, I would say. I think, can we dive? Are we gonna be able to dive? Bro, we haven't been able to dive since Gen 5. Pokemon wins. Pokemon waves. Coming out 2027. Okay. Switch 2 exclusive. But I'm not mad at that because that's a mainline game. The other stuff should have been Switch 1 and Switch 2. That was cool though. I like that. I mess with it. It's very good. Damn. Is that 1 million? So when I got home and I looked at this, at the time it only had like 300,000 viewers. 300,000 views. That thing's at 1.4 million. How, bruh? I guess everyone, you know what it was? I think people slept up, literally slept on it. And either that or they all saw the live. But I feel like a lot of people just skipped the live and just went straight to they're just gonna watch the playback. But that was a very good direct. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm actually a little hyped for Gen 10. Even though I've been saying for the longest time, I would prefer if they didn't make Gen 10. If they just just made new games and just used the 1,025 different monsters that you have already and just make creative games out of that. I don't think you have to keep making Gen, because at some point the rosters is gonna be oversaturated. And it's weird because it's like I can understand if they like Pokemon doesn't have a huge diverse merchandise pool when it comes to what they use. It's always like it's always like the EVs, the Gen 1 starters, Pikachu, Mewtwo, Mew. Maybe you got like some of the legendaries, but for a game, a franchise with 1,000 different monsters, they only really make merchandise around like 20 of them. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It's always like everyone walks around when it's some Pokemon, unless it's some obscure item, right? Everyone walks around with something like a Haunter or a Gengar or a Pikachu or like I said, or a Mew, or something with Mewtwo on it, something that's a Gen 1 starter. Some kind of major legendary, you know what I'm saying? It's never like you won't walk around and see someone with like a Flygon shirt on or a hat, or like something like a Mimikyu kind of has a little popularity, but it's never like, you know, like even I'm sure like even like the Pokemon stores, how diverse, like I get it, that's like the main hub, but like how diverse is the merchandise really? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can say that for the Pokemon centers here or the ones in Japan. Like how diverse is the stores there? You can probably find like something with muck on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by what I saw. Now, like I said, the cinematic trailer, it's cool. Those are very hard to mess up because it has nothing to do with gameplay. It's just you basically making a movie trailer. So that's something you should not be messing up. But yeah, other than that, that's it. That's all I got to say. I know I said I was going to skip around. I ended up playing the whole thing anyway, but I don't know. I wanted to watch it again. It was that just tells you something. This is my second time watching this through, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Are you guys gonna copy any of these games, or you already have them? Are you gonna get that Mega Dimension Garchomp Z? Because I think everyone's gonna do. I think it's just very simple. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.